also, I just tend to get kind of focused on one person. So right now, like, my person is Gabe, and I don't...
That's Gabe, you said?
Gabe.
Okay.
Yes. And
Your
I
person's
don't...
gay. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
So, and I want to see him either 3 or 4 nights a week if I can, and that's enough that, like, then I only have 3 or 4 free nights a week, and, you know, I'm in a band, and I still have a job, and so there's just, it's a time thing for me. If I want to leave enough alone time and all that, I could see it working out, but it would be complicated.
Okay. Do you ever get overwhelmed?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Really bad.
Stuff, yeah. You just threw a lot of people into your life now.
Yeah.
It's like 4 people you somewhat see.
Yeah.
Did you see? And there's work and a band.
Yeah.
So how do you manage all that?
I meditate, and it actually has helped. It has added a lot of peace to my life, and it's helped make me a lot more aware of when I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm also dating people who are most like even the sort of outside people I see are really introverted, so they tend to understand really, really well when I say, I know we had plans tonight, but I can't do this, or like, I want to see you this week, but last week I saw someone every day, so we're just going to have to wait until next week. And so I do that stuff a fair amount. And so I've purposely scheduled like 3 days of alone time this week.
Cool.
And it's great. I'm really excited. So yeah, I have to just be really careful not to, if I see my schedule filling up and I've only got like 1 free night in a week, I just can't make a date, no matter how much I want to see that person. Or I can make a date, and I just have to have 3 or 4 nights of not seeing anyone the following week.
Right.
So it's just careful scheduling.
Yeah. So that's what you do. You meditate when you're not with the people. What do you do? Say you're with someone and you get overwhelmed. You just,
it depends on
holy shit, I just realized I can't take this shit.
It depends on what we're doing. If we're at a party, usually I'm with people where we can usually say to each other, I'm socially done, can we go home? If we haven't, if we're not already out, I feel super comfortable saying, I'm exhausted, can we stay home today? And then... And usually that makes it clear to both people that we're not going to do anything super exciting. We're not going to have like a super competitive board game or something that is similarly socially exhausting. So yeah, but also I think something I've learned now that I see a lot more people a lot more regularly is sometimes you just don't get to be overwhelmed. Like, you just suck it up and be nice to people and, like, you know, hang out in the corner or spend a little extra time in the bathroom because nobody's really looking for you. So on some level, I mean, you just suck it up and don't roll with it as well as you can, and like recognize that you were feeling overwhelmed and you don't feel like you can do this, but you know, really in your heart, you know, you can stick it out for another hour and then you'll get to go home and have your alone time.
Right. Sounds like there's, you know, at least some level of awareness there on your part, because other people will just get overwhelmed and then start yelling.
And that's
or, you know, blaming people like, oh, it's your fault, you know, like you get a little triggered. People get triggered. Yeah. And then start doing weird shit.
And I mean, I would hope that, you know, certainly there are times when I totally fail at all of this. And I like have a freak out and I have to go to the bathroom and like just be alone in there. And that works for me fine. I've never been I've always been conscious enough that I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want people remembering me as somebody who loses it at a party. So I think my shame keeps me handling that stuff by myself. Right. But I mean, I don't want to be that person who has a freak out at a party. So I'm likelier to go off in the bathroom and hide, or like find the cat and pet it for an hour. Right. But I would hope that, you know, anybody who semi-regularly finds themselves having a freak out at a party, like, I really hope they try meditation because it helps.
What kind of meditation do you do?
I do guided meditations. I have an app, Stop, Breathe, and Think, and
Stop, breathe, and think.
It's amazing.
Okay.
So you it keeps track of how frequently you're checking in. I wish it lets you set automatic notifications so you get a pop-up saying, "Oh, you need to meditate today," but you can't. But for me, guided meditations are pretty important. Like if I'm just sort of sitting in silence. It has given me something to really focus on. So they have specific guided meditations for things like, encouraging your sense of calm or encouraging your sense of kindness or gratitude, and having those little specific scripts to focus on gives me a lot, I come away with a lot more to think about later.
So there's someone talking
Yeah. It's Katie Lang. It's great.
Katie Lang. Who's that?
She was a country singer in the 90s. She got kind of booted from the country sing. So she's super, super talented. She got booted from country music because she's a lesbian and she was open. And that's just terrible. So,
the genre booted her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit.
So now she's sort of a fringe, she became alt country, not because her music is actually alternative country, but because she couldn't be in the country music, mainstream country music scene. So
let me get this straight. The black dude from Hootie and the Blowfish is a country singer now, and she got the boot?
Oh, no. Katie Lang is, she's a white woman. She's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the black guy from Hootie and the Blowfish is doing country.
Oh, is he seriously?
Yes. From Hootie,
That's
he
amazing.
went to country.
That's great.
They accepted him and booted her.
Yeah. Country
not like
music
anyone's
is fickle.
Yeah, that's
I don't even know.
Not consistent.
So country music is changing now. The women of country music are this unbelievable, bastion of feminism. It's great. Cool. But yeah, country music was not cool in the 90s. So yeah, that's Katie Lang. And she has a very soothing voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's great.
Does she have a country twang in her voice?
She does not.
Okay.
No, she was never she was never Nashville country.
Okay.
Yeah. She's great.
Cool. So you recommend that for people? Guided meditation.
100%. I would say anybody who's sort of if you get agitated and you don't know why, it's a horrible feeling, and I think that meditation has just helped me soothe myself in so many ways. It's great. So yeah.
So meditation, in the moment you're having a freak out.
Yeah.
Do you know you're having a freak out?
Or yeah, I think at this point now I know. I know when it's coming. I sort of can recognize anxiety because my shoulders get higher and I start wanting to close in, and that's when I know to walk away.
Yeah. Okay.
And go give myself a moment of peace.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure people appreciate that.
I'm definitely less of a... I think that I don't insert as much chaos into personal relationships as I used to.
That's good.
It's good. It's very nice.
Okay, so you're saying the anxious... No. When you freak out at a party, you just leave.
Yeah.
So no one on the planet sees your freak out.
No, not necessarily.
They just see you pick up and walk out, make an excuse, and you leave. So all's good in the world in terms of everyone's impression of Libby. But internally...
It feels physically anxious, so my heart rate gets faster and my breathing gets shallower. My internal monologue just sort of goes into crazy. I have no thoughts that would be that I could express in a conversation. It's all sort of short thoughts that are all about how you can't be here, you need to get out of here, this is not okay, you are not okay. And it feels like the moments in a car accident where you know something bad is going to happen and you're watching it happen, but you're not there yet. It's sort of the intense dread of something awful. Even if logically I know that I'm just at a party.
Right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But
it really has that fight or flight sensation
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it really, it does, it feels like the only option is to get out. But I'm just better now at sort of, before I would need to leave the party and go home, and now it's enough of a break to be in the bathroom for like 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.